Do you know what the lie you always believe is? It's that discipline is something difficult and impossible. But do you know the truth? Discipline is a game made up of 4 levels. Every person on the face of the earth is at a level. But trust me, few people are at the last level. So today I will present to you the 4 levels, how to pass and overcome each level, and if you can, how to reach level 4. Let's start with level 1, the level where most people are. I call it the starting spark because it's what separates change from stillness. You are now at 0 point, living on reaction. The alarm rings, you wake up, you go to school or work, you pick up your phone and start wasting time. You always think and say, I need to change next Monday. You watch a motivational video at 2 a.m. and tell yourself, tomorrow at 5 a.m. I will wake up, I will read, I will work, and I will exercise. And in the end, you do nothing. But do you know what the reason is that keeps you or anyone else stuck in this zone? It's trying to do everything at once. But do you know how you can overcome this level with one thing? Don't be a perfectionist. Perfectionism is what makes us settle and do nothing. And level 2, which I call the grind level. This level occurs at the beginning of change. You now have 1 or 2 habits you do regularly. But it's hard every day. Every morning is an internal battle. You need to convince yourself. Discipline exists, but it's painful and consumes energy. You always think of yourself as a committed person, but find it difficult to practice. Like a person who goes to the gym for 3 weeks, but every time spends 40 minutes convincing himself to go. If he misses one day, the whole system collapses. At this level, the person feels proud of himself, but is mentally exhausted. Because every time he wants to do a habit, he has to struggle. And this leads to mental fatigue. The difference here between level 1, the lazy person, and level 2 is the difference of work and movement, and there is obviously an advantage for level 2. But do you know if you are a person stuck in level 1 where you blame yourself? Trust me, you need to get rid of perfectionism and start executing. And this is what I explained in detail in this video, which you will find in the I in front of you. Level 3, automatic execution. Here the habit becomes part of your day. You don't think much to do it. You start thinking of yourself as a person who is proud of himself, doing a good habit every day. But here's the problem. The habit becomes boring, and then you change it. And here's the common mistake that sends you back to level 1. But do you know the solution? Instead of changing or stopping any habit you do, develop it instead. In other words, exercising. Try a new exercise. Set a personal record reading. Try a different type of book. Teach someone what you read. Link the habit to a meaning bigger than momentary pleasure. I don't exercise just to lose weight. I exercise because this is the person I want to be. I don't study to pass the exam, I am building my mind. Boredom is not your enemy. Boredom is the test. Whoever overcomes it reaches level 4. Level 4, the beast level. You are discipline itself. Discipline is no longer something you do. It has become something you are. You don't need willpower. You don't need to design your environment. You don't need to convince yourself. You are simply this person. If you stop for a day, you feel like something is missing. Like you forgot to brush your teeth. You start to think that the habit is what makes you, not that you made it. Like a person who travels to a new country, everything around him changes. But he finds a way to exercise even in a hotel room. Not because he forces himself, but because not exercising makes him feel uncomfortable. Do you know how to reach it? First, you must overcome the boredom you feel, because it is what truly puts you at the top. Second, accept that you will not be level 4 in every habit, because you are not a superhero. No game makes you strong in everything. For example, you might be at level 4 in sports and at level 1 or 2 in reading. And life is no different from games in this regard. Third, understand that even after you slip, you don't start from 0. In games, you don't restart from the beginning if you lose. You go back to the last save point.